you've been waiting for. Rise to your feet and welcome to Benjamin's Park, the Honorable Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of Dominica, the Right Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit. Labor, ladies and gentlemen, let me first of all recognize our distinguished guest speaker, Justice Herbert Volney of Dominica, residing in Trinidad and Tobago. My wife, Melissa, my cabinet and parliamentary colleagues, the media, ladies and gentlemen, comrades all, friends, family, the family of Labour gathered here in Portsmouth, and those listening via live broadcast. And interestingly, ladies and gentlemen, my son, who is just 3 years old, told me when I was leaving, "Daddy, make sure you call my name when you're speaking." So I want to big up Dimitri, Isabella, and Malik. You see, last election, I told him the date, but I can't trust him with the date this time around because he's talking too much. But we have cricket on Wednesday. And West Indies wasn't doing too well, but they bounced back and won the second test. So the deciding test is in Dominica, and we have to go out and support the West Indies. So I want the stadium to be as packed as it should for the 5 days of cricket. Brothers and sisters, the late, great Michael Jackson asked the question, can you feel it? Can you feel it? My brothers and sisters of Labour, this evening I say to you, the Labour train is on the road again. Can you feel it? Can you feel the power of the Dominica Labour Party, ladies and gentlemen? "20 years ago, the late great Rosie Douglas stood on this spot and introduced you to the magic of Labour power. He asked us then to believe in ourselves and come together as one. This evening, I say the time has come for us to up the thing, ladies and gentlemen. We must up the thing and let those who wish to frustrate progress in this country know, feel, and understand the true power of the Dominica Labour Party. They went around the country, the region, and even on CBS television, telling the world the worst possible things about Roosevelt Skerrit and the Dominica Labour Party administration. I said not a word. On February 7th, they went into Rosso, 10, and almost destroyed the city. I said not a word. The Labour Party remained quiet. Now, last Monday evening, the government had a little stepping out party for the launch of the new West Bridge. And because half of Dominica was down there, they began to tremble, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I want to tell them this evening, if they thought the new bridge launch was massive, this evening at Portsmouth is a mammoth crowd, ladies and gentlemen. My friends, if they sensed last week that we are fed up with them, let them understand this evening that we have drawn the line in the sand of time, ladies and gentlemen. The Dominica Labour Party was elected to fast forward the social and economic development of Dominica. This we shall do. The enemies of this movement would wish for it to be said come 2019 that Labour did nothing in its fourth term of office. They would wish for the answer to the question, are you better off today than you were 5 years ago, to be a resounding no. That is what their protests are all about. That is what the systematic undermining of the CBI program is all about, ladies and gentlemen. That is what they're downplaying the impact of the progress that is taking place in this country is all about. They wish for it to be said that Skerrit is tired and that Skerrit did nothing in his fourth term. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have news for them. Skerrit tonight is fit as a fiddle, more energized and determined than he has ever been before. When you do not see me in the office, or I am not at home attending to family matters, I am on the farm planting my sweet potatoes and dashing and harvesting my vegetables. Skerrit is fit, my brothers and sisters, and Skerrit is determined to accomplish more in his fourth term of office than we did in the third, the second, or even the first term. We said after Erica, we would build back better. And that is the mission that I've embarked upon and which I intend to accomplish. My ministers can tell you that I am pushing them harder now than ever before. We work 6 days a week and sometimes even 7. Because as far as I am concerned, with the damage wrought by Tropical Storm Erica, our donkey was in the well. So my dear brothers and sisters, have no fear. The days of our remaining meek and mild are over, ladies and gentlemen. The days of turning the other cheek are over. The days of our saying, leave them alone, the people will deal with them, are over. Henceforth, ladies and gentlemen, in this beautiful land of ours, when it comes to taking on the propaganda of the enemies of progress and the haters of labor, we shall go toe to toe, and we shall take it tit for tat, ladies and gentlemen, and butter for fat. We will not sit silent by anymore. We will deal with the opposition and the haters of progress in Dominica. My dear brothers and sisters, I welcome you to the heartland of labor. The belly of the movement started some 62 years ago by the likes of Phyllis Shandolfrey, Emmanuel Christopher Loblack, and E.O. Libler, and propelled at the turn of the last century by brothers Michael and Rosie Douglas. I welcome you to the area of Dominica that the United Workers' Party hates the most. I welcome you to the north, where the Dominica Labour Party reigns supreme, ladies and gentlemen. This evening, I am particularly happy and honored to have in our presence the distinguished jurist and former minister in Trinidad, Mr. Herbert Volney, a Caribbean man who entered politics clean and left politics even cleaner. I knew we had a good man speaking to us today when all last week the haters of labor could not find a bad word to say about Mr. Herbert Volney. They mumbled and grumbled, but not a coherent statement of objection could they make. Mr. Volney, I am sure you would agree, is a man who still has a significant contribution to make to the social development of our Caribbean. And I, for one, intend to lean very heavily on his vast knowledge and experience in the shaping and emergence of the new Dominica. Mr. Volney, sir, I thank you very much for coming this evening. And I can assure you that your message to the leadership, membership, and supporters of the Dominica Labour Party will be studied and acted upon as we seek to improve our method and structure of governance in this beautiful land of ours. Thank you very much, Justice, for being here and for your words of guidance. Comrades and friends, I also want this evening to thank preceding speakers for their excellent presentations. I believe the series of town hall meetings we have been holding have proven a blessing in many ways. Not only is the base of labor energized, but I can tell from listening this evening that the ministers of government are in touch and in tune with the issues of concern to you, the people of this country. I want to thank them very much. Ladies and gentlemen, acts of political terrorism as practiced by the other side have served to unite and bind ministers of government together in a very purposeful and profound way. This is a strong and cohesive government that administers the affairs of Dominica, ladies and gentlemen. Our philosophy is simple. You touch one, then consider you touch every one of us, ladies and gentlemen. I personally am eternally grateful for the support and encouragement I have received from my cabinet and parliamentary colleagues ever since the start of his current Skerrit Must Go campaign by the other side. I want to thank them. I believe I am the most fortunate leader in the Caribbean. We have the most united government anywhere in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Anywhere in the world, the Dominica Labour Party is the most united government, the most united party anywhere in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I tried to understand what is it they're saying. And I think the people of Roosevelt got it right when they insisted in their theme today that Skerrit must go on to finish the work that he has started in this beautiful country of ours. I was elected by the people of Dominica to chart a path for the continued growth and development of this land. Lennox Linton and Roosevelt Skerrit offered themselves as prime ministerial candidates in the last general elections. And Roosevelt Skerrit emerged victorious with an overwhelming mandate for the people of Dominica. Let there be no doubt in anyone's mind that with God's blessings, Roosevelt Skerrit shall remain at the forefront of the cause, ladies and gentlemen. I shall remain at the forefront of the cause right up to the next general election, ladies and gentlemen, and through the next general elections, and for a period immediately thereafter, ladies and gentlemen. I am not in politics for fame or fortune. I am in politics to create a better way of life for my people. And nobody, and I mean nobody, ladies and gentlemen, is going to get in my way to help you, the people of this country. I am in this because there are too many families in this country who still need help. And I am committed to you, the people of this country, ladies and gentlemen. They say Skerrit must go. I ask, go where? Go where? Skerrit must go where, ladies and gentlemen? Me na bang water come here, you know. I'm a Vegas man. I'm a Dominican man, ladies and gentlemen. So go where? Go and leave the new national hospital undone. Go before the public support program is properly in place and functioning. Go with just one aspect of the proposed national health insurance scheme in effect? No way, ladies and gentlemen, no way. Why would I go and leave hundreds of families still without a secure roof over their heads? Why would I go and undermine the chance of thousands of Dominican students securing tertiary level education? Why would I go and leave the fate of our seniors in this country in the hands of Lennox Linton? What are the alternative policies they have proposed? Why would I go and leave them to destroy the citizenship by investment program? We have today several agents competing and bringing real and meaningful benefits to Dominica. The United Workers' Party has agreed, were they to be elected, to go with one sole agent. And I think I hear someone say, Henley and Partners. That approach has undermined the growth and development of the CBI program in other sister Caribbean states. And I am saying tonight, it will destroy the CBI program here in Dominica. Why would I go and expose current and future generations to the near impossible task of having to fend through life on mere tax collections in Dominica? Ladies and gentlemen, we need to stop for a moment and understand the prevailing economic climate and focus that confront this country and the Caribbean. We are a nation with a resident population of 72,000. Of that, just 35,000 are of working age. You do the maths. What are the earnings of those 45,000 individuals? How much realistically can we extract from them in taxes? How much imported goods can 72,000 persons consume, absorb, or acquire in a given year? What are the maximum duty and other inputs can we levy against such imports? These are the real and meaningful questions, ladies and gentlemen, that must be asked when these guys go on the radio with their nonsense. They have embarked upon a mission to destroy the CBI program. They have set out to destroy the image and appeal of Dominica as a tourist destination. The export of products and services from this country is desirable and sweet-sounding, but the reality in terms of economies of scale and basic shipping costs render our export industry high risk and not a huge source of revenue in this current dispensation. The purists can say all they want. That is the reality. So the question that must be asked, ladies and gentlemen, is if and when we destroy what we have and what is working for us, what alternatives would we have? To whom would we turn? They have criticized our relationship with China. They criticize our relations with Venezuela, with Cuba and Morocco. They even said disparaging things about our relations with France, Italy, and Mexico. Great Britain, as you know, is in a battle now to go on its own. And Canada and the United States of America are not as prolific in the giving to this Caribbean as once obtained. I do not know of any other friendly nations that the leadership of the United Workers' Party is favorably disposed or aligned to. Indeed, Lennox Linton has so maligned the image and outlook of that party that it today stands alone in the world without a single allied political organization to call it friend. So here you have a situation where they would wish to slow or stop the progress of this country under labor, but they do not have an alternative formula upon which we can ponder. A program such as the CBI is not something you can switch off today and restart tomorrow. It cannot trigger a red light today, and because of a change of government in Roseau, a blue light automatically appears. The reversal of our nation's image and rating in the sight of an investor community takes years, indeed decades, to materialize. The question I ask this evening is, what will become of the poor people in this country during the period of rebuilding by a United Workers' Party administration? They are seeking to destroy the CBI now. Were they to succeed and were they to be elected at the next general elections, how long will it take Henley and Partners to clean up all the mess that they are currently causing? 5 years, 10 years, 15 years? What would happen to the National Employment Program during that time? What would happen to the monthly seniors social allowance that is currently guaranteed under labor? What will be the fate of the hundreds of Dominican students studying abroad? How would we maintain and continue to improve our road and drainage infrastructure? These are the very serious questions that I want you to ask the haters of labor. This is not about Roosevelt Skerrit coming or going. This is a serious issue that concerns the economic sustainability of this country of ours. When Lennox Linton and his cohorts destroy the economic lifeblood of this country, on what shall we lean during the period of transition? And furthermore, ladies and gentlemen, what guarantee is there that we'll be able to rebuild a vibrant, successful CBI or related program? What is the track record of the United Workers' Party in this regard? What is the track record of Lennox Linton in running anything? What are his adult professional credentials and accomplishments? The man has not held a steady job in all his life, yet he wants to run a country, ladies and gentlemen. On what would he hinge our confidence in the ability of Lennox Linton, Hector John, and Monel Williams to hold this country together? Far less carry it forward. Their great economic whiz kid just landed a job. I am happy for Dr. Fountain. He did not find work in New York or Washington. He is not in Paris, Rome, or London. He did not impress public or private sector leaders in Toronto, Beijing, or Hong Kong. He is not in Singapore, Seoul, Tokyo, or Canberra, Australia. These are the financial centers of the modern world, my dear friends. This great economic guru of the United Workers' Party, the UWP's intended savior of our economy, sent out thousands of applications, and after 3 years of being turned down by all and sundry, was finally given a little something to do by a friend in southern Sudan. Don't get me wrong. I am not saying there's anything wrong with working in Sudan. What I am saying is that to persons of influence in the capitals of all the influential countries and economies of the world, Thomson Fountain was evaluated, weighed in the balance, and found wanting, ladies and gentlemen. Yet, he is today being proposed to Dominicans as the economic savior in waiting. A man who clearly does not enjoy the confidence of anyone in a modern economic or financial world. So this is where we are at, ladies and gentlemen. We have to ask ourselves some very serious questions in this country. These people are doing their utmost to undermine and destroy this economy, but they do not have anything resembling an alternative policy or program to put in place. They did not succeed with the anti-CBI campaign, so they are now relying on their friends in the leadership of some trade unions in this country to do their dirty work for them. They want their allies in the trade unions to destabilize the country, to shut it down, to call out the workers on strike, to once again portray Dominica as sliding down the governance scale, as being unstable, as being ungovernable. These failed political wannabes now want their trade union operatives to take on the government and bring the type of commerce and confusion that failed to materialize with the anti-CBI campaign. But we are fortunate in Dominica to know who we are dealing with. They may carry titles in the trade union, but they are still opposition party operatives, ladies and gentlemen. They are too coward to step forward and go up for elections, but they are still opposition party operatives. I am saying to some individuals this evening that I know you by name and partisan color. The leadership of this country knows you and will demand professional conduct from you at all times. When you come to speak to the government on the legitimate business of the union. Leave your partisan politics at the door. Stop playing politics with the lives and livelihoods of Dominican workers. I am not speaking to serious, focused, and professional trade unionists today. I am speaking to the political operatives that have positioned themselves in the trade union movement. I know who they are. They know who they are. And very importantly, you, the people of Dominica, know who these political operatives are in the trade union. This government has been good to the workers of Dominica. Not only have we guaranteed you employment, but we make it a point each month to pay you your salary on time and sometimes before the month ends. Furthermore, we have spared the workers in this country the pain of burdensome taxation. Hurricane after hurricane, disaster after disaster, we have had to rebuild this country, and not once have I asked workers to bear more of a load than they can reasonably carry. So I am not intimidated by the rants and threats. All I will say to the workers of this country is, be mindful of who has your back and who is using you to further their own raw, naked political ambition. That's all I will say on that score at this point. Brothers and sisters, I have invited you here this evening to show your strength and your solidarity. Some persons were taking our silence for weakness. Some persons feared that because we were not reacting, that we were intimidated or even paralyzed. I have called you here this evening so the country, the region, and the world can see that the mass of people of Dominica are firmly behind and in support of the Dominica Labour Party administration, ladies and gentlemen. That you are firmly behind this government led by your humble servant, Roosevelt Skerrit. Let them interpret and analyze these numbers. Few days of promotion, no foreign entertainment act in attendance, and half of the country is in Portsmouth, ladies and gentlemen. Half of Dominica is in Portsmouth tonight, supporting Labour Party and standing in solidarity with the government. Comrades, friends, do not become overly excited. This is not the forerunner to calling of any election. Our work in this term of office is far from complete. We have a lot of things to do and many miles to travel before we sleep. The Dominica Labour Party is not propelled by any election calling agenda. We are consumed with the need to rebuild this country and reinforce its systems against the onslaught of any future threat. If Lennox Linton and his cohorts want an election, they're free to call their own election. If they're feeling restless, then they can resign one by one and let us have some by-elections in Dominica, ladies and gentlemen. One thing I will say this evening, ladies and gentlemen, I am determined as the leader of the Dominica Labour Party to recapture those 3 seats we lost last election, ladies and gentlemen. I am determined to win back the 3 seats we lost last election, and we will take 1 or more seats, ladies and gentlemen, at the next general election. That is what we are going to do. And rest assured, the 15 seats we now have in Parliament, no man, woman can touch those seats, ladies and gentlemen. Just before I go, next Sunday is a very special day for all of us. It is Mother's Day. And I want to take the opportunity to wish all our mothers a very happy celebration. Your contribution to the social and economic development of this country cannot be quantified. You are the unsung heroes of a many home and the only parental figure in many of those homes. Best wishes to all our mothers starting tomorrow, going through the week to next Sunday. But fathers, I do not want you to feel jealous or left out. Normally, Mother's Day is the big occasion, and Father's Day is a little tag along. The Dominica Labour Party does not believe this is fair or right. Accordingly, this Father's Day, Sunday, June 8th, the Dominica Labour Party will be holding a gigantic family outing in honor of our fathers in Dominica. I want every father in this crowd and following via the internet to make plans in the gardens in Roseau on June 8th. I will be there, and I want all the fathers of Dominica to join me in the gardens on June 18th, ladies and gentlemen. Mothers, I want you to pack a wonderful picnic basket and bring the children along so they can celebrate with us, the fathers. So this is one massive family get-together Sunday, June 8th at the Gardens in Roseau. It will be an affair for the entire family. Jumping castle, donkey cat rides, dominoes, cricket, rounders, lime and spoon, snow cone, ice cream, candy floss, lucky dips, games of chance, everything that we did on such occasions yesteryear, we shall seek to recreate on this very special day on June 18th, ladies and gentlemen. So that is the next big occasion for the Labour family to come out and show who large and who in charge of Dominica, ladies and gentlemen. So fear thee not, ladies and gentlemen. Labour is tonight stronger than ever. Labour is large and in charge of Dominica, ladies and gentlemen. And wait when you see, and when I tell you how many big boy UWPites coming across to Labour, ladies and gentlemen. UWP people are leaving the Workers' Party in droves, ladies and gentlemen, because they're seeing that this Labour Party government is the best and only thing for Dominica, ladies and gentlemen. So I want you I want you to welcome them with open arms and embrace. Let us welcome them to the family of labor. Because is labor running things in Dominica, ladies and gentlemen. And Lennox Linton and his courts must come to accept that it is labor that is running things in Dominica. You know, Linton have things in his head. Things in his head. Oh, Parliament must be called within 15 days. Anyway, there is a strong army of support for this Labour government in Dominica, my dear friends. We are committed to the task and we are working hard on your behalf. The people of Dominica are with us, comrades and friends. I know it, and the one question I have for you as I bid you farewell this evening, ladies and gentlemen, can you feel it? Can you feel it, my dear friends, my dear supporters? Michael Jackson, the lyrical master, wrote, "All the colors of the world should be loving each other wholeheartedly." Yes, it's all right. Take my message to your brother and tell him twice. Spread the word and try to teach the man who's hating his brother. When hate would not do, because we're all the same. Yes, the blood inside of me is the same in you, ladies and gentlemen. Now tell me, can you feel the power of labor? Can you feel it? Can you feel the power of the Dominica Labour Party, ladies and gentlemen? Can you feel it? The power of labor. Ladies and gentlemen, can you feel the resurgence of energy among the base of this great party? Can you feel it, my dear brothers and sisters? Can you feel the power of the Dominica Labour Party? Because they thought, because they were not hearing from us, we were weak. But Skerrit, Fred, no man in Dominica, ladies and gentlemen. Because I know I have the army of the Dominica Labour Party next to me, my right, my left, front me, and the back, ladies and gentlemen. The masses of labor standing firm with Roosevelt Skerrit and the Dominica Labour Party. Let them understand. Let them understand. Shouting and marching, we're not afraid. And I am here. I am here to stay. As long as you tell me I am here to stay, ladies and gentlemen. And by you showing up here in the masses, you have told me Skerrit must stay. Skerrit must stay to continue the work. And if there is anybody in the country who must go, it is lazy Lennox Linton. Sacre fire! Lennox Linton should go, ladies and gentlemen. The man is a lazy leech. Lazy. Not one hour of work he's put in. Not 1 hour of work he's put in. That is who must go. But Skerrit is staying right here among you, the people of Dominica. Thank you for your solidarity. Thank you for your support. Long live the Dominica Labour Party. God bless you. God bless your families. God bless this great nation, the Commonwealth of Dominica. Ladies and gentlemen, let's work together to build our country. Let's work together to make Dominica a more prosperous and just society for all of us. That's my commitment. My commitment is to make life better for you, the people of our country. God bless you. Thank you very much. Stand firm. Stand firm. Hold on to the Dominica Labour Party, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you and go.